MotoGP Argentina 2025 has just begun, and Marc Márquez immediately showed his class. The Ducati Lenovo rider dominated the free practice session at the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit, proving that he is increasingly adapting to the Desmosedici GP25. However, not all Ducati riders had the same luck. Reigning world champion Francesco Pecco Bagnaia suffered a crash at turn 2, making his session difficult. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest MotoGP updates. Marc Márquez set the fastest time in practice with a lap of 1 minute 37.295 seconds, showing that he is not only fast but also consistent. This time is even better than the record he set at this circuit back in 2014 when he was still with Honda. With Ducati, Márquez appears more comfortable managing rhythm in fast corners and under hard braking, two factors that have long been Ducati's strengths compared to other bikes on the MotoGP grid. Behind him, Fabio Di Giannantonio from Pertamina Enduro VR46 Racing Team was only 0.135 seconds behind, proving that he is becoming stronger with the Ducati satellite team. Meanwhile, Alex Marquez from BK8 Gresini Racing also put in a competitive performance, securing third place, just 0.201 seconds behind his older brother. Alex Marquez's strong performance shows that Gresini Racing is still capable of competing with factory teams, especially in track conditions that were not yet fully optimal in the early practice session. On the other hand, Pecco Bagnaia had a difficult session, finishing only 10th after crashing at turn 2. The incident was quite surprising, given that Bagnaia is one of the most consistent riders and rarely makes mistakes during free practice. However, after analysis, several factors contributed to his crash. The Termas de Rio Hondo circuit has unique characteristics that set it apart from other circuits on the MotoGP calendar. One of the biggest challenges is the changing track grip, especially at the start of a race weekend. This circuit is not frequently used for major events throughout the year, so its asphalt surface often remains dusty and lacks an optimal rubber layer. As a result, tire grip on the first day of the race weekend is usually lower compared to circuits like Jerez or Mugello, which host multiple competitions. At the time of his crash, Bagnaia was pushing for a faster lap with new tires. However, since the track was not yet in optimal condition, his front tire grip decreased as he entered turn 2 at high speed, causing him to lose control and crash. Additionally, crashes like Bagnaia's often occur due to tires not reaching their ideal temperature. In MotoGP, tire temperature is crucial in determining the bike's grip on the asphalt. If the tires are too cold, the risk of sudden grip loss increases, especially when cornering at high speeds. At the time of the incident, Bagnaia had just exited the pit and was on a warm-up lap. He may have pushed too hard too soon, trying to set a fast lap before his tires reached optimal performance, resulting in front-wheel grip loss as he entered turn 2. Another common factor in MotoGP crashes is suboptimal tire pressure. MotoGP has strict regulations on minimum tire pressure, and if the pressure is too low or too high, it can drastically affect the bike's performance. If Bagnaia's front tire pressure was too low, he might have experienced front-end chatter, where the front end of the bike feels unstable when entering corners, which can lead to sudden grip loss. Despite this crash, Bagnaia can still breathe a sigh of relief because he remained in the top 10, meaning he automatically qualified for Q2 without having to go through the Q1 qualifying session. However, this is still not an ideal situation for a reigning world champion. If Bagnaia cannot find a solution to improve grip in the upcoming sessions, he might struggle in qualifying and have to start the race from the mid-pack. If Bagnaia wants to remain a title contender, he must quickly recover and find a solution to his grip issues. Based on his performance in this practice session, Marc Márquez is clearly one of the main favorites to win MotoGP Argentina 2025. Fabio Quartararo's tough free practice session. Meanwhile, Fabio Quartararo had a challenging free practice session at the 2025 MotoGP Argentina held at the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit. The Monster Energy Yamaha rider faced several obstacles that made it difficult for him to perform at his best during practice. However, he still managed to secure a decent position ahead of the qualifying session. At the beginning of practice, Quartararo encountered a technical issue, forcing him to pull over and even push his bike to the side of the track. This incident was a setback for Yamaha, which has been struggling to regain its competitive form after several difficult seasons. Quartararo's bike seemed to suffer from a mechanical problem, preventing him from setting fast lap times early in the session. However, once the issue was resolved, Quartararo returned to the track and started setting more competitive lap times. With a time of 1 minute 37.818 seconds, he secured 8th place in the session. Although Quartararo did not finish at the top, this result was enough to ensure he advanced directly to Q2 without having to fight in Q1. This is a huge advantage for the Yamaha rider, as Q1 sessions are often more competitive and risky. Looking at his recent performances, Quartararo has been struggling to adapt to the new Yamaha M1 for the 2025 season. The updated Yamaha bike has undergone some modifications compared to last season, but it still struggles to match the top speed of Ducati and KTM on straight sections. One of Quartararo's biggest challenges is finding a way to maximize the Yamaha M1's potential on tracks with low grip levels, such as Termas de Rio Hondo. Despite this, Quartararo showed solid speed in several sections of the circuit. If he can maintain consistency and improve his lap times in qualifying, he still has a chance to secure a good starting position for the main race. With his current practice session results, the biggest challenge for Quartararo is figuring out how to enhance his bike's performance to be more competitive on race day. Can Yamaha provide better technical solutions to support Quartararo? Or will he have to rely solely on his riding skills to remain competitive at the front?